Hello and welcome to the Doombringer launch showcase. The time has finally come and Doombringer is out. It's been a long road to get here, but we're so glad we are. My name's GMT, joined by Jahar, and most importantly, the lead designer and developer and Imagineer behind Doombringer, Christus. How you doing today, boys? Big day.
I was going to let Christus go first because it's a big day for you, man. Huge launch. It's going to be a big day for testing all the game modes, showing off all the new stuff. I'm excited to see it. We're going to see a little bit of TDM, see some FFA, some co-op. I can't remember the last time there was like a real co-op FPS like even available. But Christus, no, huge day for you, man.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. And it's not gushing. Yeah.
To clarify, he's talking about the
beer. Yeah.
Just want to be completely clear on that.
Let's do that first. A cheers, a toast to Doombringer and for Doombringer.
I like how we all had our glasses up here like half an hour ago, and now...
Look, you need a lot of cold brew coffee to get yourself through a Saturday before this show. So, we are here, of course, to celebrate Doombringer, to talk about Doombringer, to show you all the many facets of Doombringer, and celebrate that a man has put an incredible amount of work in for the last 7 years, or 6 years, one of the two, into a game for the sake of having it exist, because he wanted to play this game, and as such he made it. And I think that's about as pure and as beautiful of a thing as anything in life. So I think I just want to start by saying, Christus, how do you feel?
It's an experience. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I've released projects that's taken a lot of time and effort to bring out before, but nothing at this scale. And I'm at loss for words most of the time. It's come this far.
And Jahar, of course, we've been following both the multiplayer and the single player of this for quite a long time. If you had to sell it then, which you do, because I'm putting you on the spot, what's Doombringer all about to you? Why do you have that same passion that I and Christus have for it?
I mean, one of the best things about it is that besides your own influence, Joel, it's the least pretentious game on the market. And if I was to sell it to somebody who had no idea what any of this shit was, then I would say it's fun. And that's with a capital F, and it really is, and it really, really is. It just nails everything that should be fun about an arena FPS, both in a single-player aspect, FFA, TDM, duel, all that shit. If I were to give a little bit more of an involved answer, I would say that after Quake World and Quake 2, there were certain value judgments made about what Quake 3 would play like, and Doombringer just represents, from that same premise, a different set of value judgments that I happen to prefer, and maybe a few other people out there do as well. But no, it's awesome. A lot of people come in and go like, why would I play this instead of any number of other things? And just get in and play it, and within about 12 minutes, you'll figure out why.
Yeah, everything that I think as well in terms of this game is fun forward. It's fun first, everything else second. And obviously, Christus, that's your design, that's your idea. Let's go back a bit then to 2015. What did you foresee this project being, and how different was that vision to what you've ended up with today?
Well, a lot of it is pretty much what I expected. The visuals are different what I was imagining, but basically the core idea was always that I really enjoyed arena FPS games, but like Quake Live, for instance, and a lot of the time when I was getting dunked on by someone who's marginally better than me, I wasn't having much fun. So I was thinking it would be fun to have this kind of gameplay in a single player setting as well, where you can just enjoy it for what it is without having to be competitive all the time. So I think that was what it started out as, and it's what has been the goal all along. And things change, of course. Like, it wasn't originally supposed to be more like reflex in design, for instance, visually, I mean. But Reflex did that, and after a while, I got kind of bored with making maps that way because it felt quite restrictive what I could create, and so things changed, of course, based on what I enjoyed and what I. And also, when people came in and came with suggestions, like a lot of things just came in from around, and good suggestions brings the quality of the game up, of course.
Ammo system.
Yes, for instance, a bold new way to deliver ammo.
Yeah. Okay. And I think as much as it's incredible the work that you've personally done. I mean, you've done all of the 3D modeling, you've done pretty much all of the art, you've done the gameplay design, the level design, the motion capture, so much. But of course, you have also had a team to help you, and I just want to give you the floor to sort of say thanks to them. And we'll be hearing a little bit more from them later, but I think, you know, a message of recognition of their work as well.
Yeah, the first person to really join was Andrew Apted, who is no longer on the team. He was with us for a year and did basically the groundwork for the programming, so we could go on from that. And second, and he did a fantastic job. It's a shame he felt that he needed to leave, though. But Mtrop, who's made all the sound effects, I wouldn't be able to create anything even remotely to the quality of what he has made. And of course, Primeval joined soon after and made the fantastic soundtrack, and even managed to get a bit of music into the multiplayer without it becoming instantly muted. Then we have the last year we had 3 more people. No, I'm skipping someone. Scarecrow, he joined to make maps. He's blocking them out, and then I make them look like they do in the game. He really is good at coming up with creative new gameplay ideas for. He has a very firm grasp on gameplay in general. He can really go into the nitty-gritty details of it and look at it. And then we have Rennie, Reki, who are like the main programmers on the project now, especially Reki. Reki has done like a major overhaul of the game, like client-side prediction, anti-lag, speedrunning mode, visual improvements to weapon movement, and so much more. He's made the game look so much better, made the game be so much more, both online and offline. And Rennie, of course, has been doing a lot of the AI improvements. He made the asswangs not get stuck everywhere all the time.
The what?
The
Yeah,
asswangs.
We're moving on. We're moving on. We've got a long show, all right? We can't question every word that Krista says. We'll be here for a while.
Ashwangs is usually how they pronounced by Americans and English people. But I like to call them asswangs.
We know.
It's a game for grown-ups.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, it's been as much as it's your work, it's a lot of other people as well.
Creator also joined to make a few models for us. He made the shield on the boss, for instance.
Oh, it's a good model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, one of the things I wanted to do is I went around and collected some quotes from people that have been part of Doombringer's development in one way or another, sort of on the community side, that couldn't be here today. And we'll start with Tim of Tim Conlon. Dearest Christus, thanks for making a single-player FPS that actually has good movement. The game is top draw and an incredible achievement. Much love, from Tim Conlon. Martin had this to say. When I first laid eyes on Doombringer, I wept a single tear, for I knew this was it. We had peaked. Simply the best arena FPS game conceived. We have arrived. And from the greatest of all time, the man who has won more Doombringer tournaments than everybody else combined, Think Like Sock, with the simple message of, Big ups, Christus, for the greatest FPS I've had the pleasure of playing. Sorry I'm not around for the release. Good luck and have fun. And I think Jahar, I'm going to put you on the spot. Do something similar to what I just did, but with your own thoughts.
Didn't I already do this?
Yeah,
I'm having
know,
flashbacks.
Look, okay, well, more flashbacks.
I'll do it what you want, though, and that's really been the journey of this whole thing.
PTSD.
Is basically doing what you want. But no, Christus, congratulations, man. It's been a lot of effort. It's been a long time coming. I know that a lot of the things about the multiplayer initially were like, I guess we're doing multiplayer now, but it just happened to be the best duel experience that you can get this side of Quake 2. And big shouts to Reki as well, because he's a scholar who prefers Quake 2 to many things, and he's given us some of the best netcode ever. There's some deep irony there that I enjoy. But no, huge accomplishment. There's going to be more episodes, of course. Single player stuff is a lot of work, which is why the multiplayer came out first, which is why we're even here today. I don't know how much of this was on purpose, but doing the multiplayer launch first and then following it up with single player stuff, I haven't seen that happen too much. And in retrospect, it seems kind of like the obvious thing to do. Basically, you're a genius.
There we go.
While we're on the topic of stroking egos, we of course have Joel and Jahar, who has been supporting the game for many years now, and Crazy Al, of course, which probably contributed a lot to keeping it going forward by simply being supportive. So thank you.
I don't even remember what the initial incident was, but as soon as I saw your name crop up, like you're dead in Quake years. So I've been playing your like Doom levels since I was shorter and significantly skinnier. So as soon as I saw your name pop up, I was like, you're doing your own shit. That's awesome, and it is, and here we are.
Here we are indeed. One last time then. Got those glasses up. Or not.
Oh, he's already finished his?
I actually remember Jahar because Alan made a big fuss about it.
Uh-oh.
You were hosting a Quake Live tournament, and I signed up for it with like 120 ping.
Right.
And you were like, hey, isn't that Christus? And then you went on a tangent about me, which made Al really amused.
I'm glad somebody remembers, because as soon as you say you did a Quake Live tournament, like this is this mush of memory, and I can't access any of it at all.
And I lost in the first match.
I think I remember that. I think I remember that part.
One last time then, boys. Glasses up. Doombringer is out. It's fucking beautiful. Christus, we love you. And let's watch that single player trailer one more time.
Cheers.
So many years have passed. So many lives have been lost, and so much blood has been shed into the grindhouse of Tottlemere, the Order's city and bastion. Now, our Brotherhood's final hope, scavenging like a rat for water, for anything, for vengeance. The Solosi, they await us.
there you have it. A lot of work went into that, and a huge shout outs to FaZe for making it happen, the edit on the trailer. And a bunch of other people contributed, but they're all going to get named several hundred times throughout the course of this show, so I'll leave it there.